weekend at the movies with Hindi cinema has been nothing short of underwhelming. With a thriller remake that is not piquing anyone's attention and a half-baked biopic that doesn't do justice to the legend it focuses on, I actually started to wonder whether there is anything to offer at the theaters this weekend. Something that will pique my interest and engage me, and I was bombarded by so many people to go watch the Sai Pallavi starrer Gargi directed by Gautam Ramachandran. A Tamil movie dubbed in Telugu and Kannada, and that had one show in my locality. I went with no expectations other than the confidence and faith in Sai Pallavi's acting talent and the fact that it has been a collaborative and humble production that has also got the marketing push from actors like Surya, Jyotika and Rana Dagupati. The film focuses on Gargi, played by Sai Pallavi, a school teacher who seems to have a quaint and regular life. A fun-loving, simple family dynamic transitions to become of absolute turmoil when the father is accused of a crime and imprisoned. Baffled by the circumstances and the abrupt nature with which they arrest her father, Gargi feels overwhelmed but is determined to fight this battle through the judicial system, with the help of an advocate, Indrans, played by Kali Venkat. How the film progresses to give us a clearer idea of why the father was arrested and on what charges as the public mood and sentiment oscillates with each development, putting Gargi and her family under a constant scanner forms the basic storyline of this film. Its development and several revelations really took me aback. It made me genuinely be in awe of not only the film's subject matter, but its sensitive and intelligent treatment as well. Sai Pallavi is a bona fide star on a pan-Indian level, and even though Gargi has not been promoted because it is a relatively small film with a subject matter that really won't attract the masses, many people stepped into the theatre for this film simply on the pretext that it featured her in the lead role. There's such a beautiful abandon showcase by the actor as Gargi. Most of the shots captured in the film are close-up shots of Sai, wearing no makeup, consumed by the progression of events. The ability to really hit home the fact that a person is disheveled, confused, and in a state of constant worry is embodied by not only the frames executed by the technical team, but the conviction of the actor in front of it. If you really want to talk about giving your heart and soul for a film because you naturally gravitate towards its subject matter and what it's trying to say, Sai Pallavi and her performance in this film is a great example of the same. The best part, however, is not only the talent involved in the movie, but the skillful staging and execution of sequences that does not make the viewing experience to be lethargic, despite the gravity of the topics that unfold. Many of Gargi's flashbacks that are indicative of her present state are presented in black and white, but skillfully some of her triggers are enhanced by being the only color in the frame. Instances from her past really showcase why she is so anxious when it comes to the safety of her little sister, and why she is in desperate need to be in control of the moving elements around her. An absolutely masterful long shot is showcased outside the courtroom as various factions congregate as they have different takes of the case and how the accused should be dealt with. Among the chaos, you see the camera pan from one group to the other, highlighting on how the herd reacts the moment one of their own is mercilessly treated. The vulture-like facade of the media especially goes in full swing as they attempt to provide breaking news to the public, jumping the gun of what they think happened, not understanding the catastrophic repercussions they have on public sentiment. Sai Pallavi, through the character of Gargi, showcases this overwhelming nature of her surroundings with a defeated body language and an empty gaze that really do represent a person who feels cornered and feels like there's no way out. Indrans, however, acts as the guiding light when all hope is lost, played with extreme sensitivity by Kali Venkat. The unfamiliar duo taking up the case to fight for what they think is right really accounts for a beautiful scene as Indrans offers his services to fight Gargi's case. Gargi accepts and shuts the door to a dark room. It's representative of her state of mind, only for seconds later the light to come on, clearly highlighting how there's still hope in the case. The only aspect of the film that I found misplaced was the rock tune that plays as Indrans and Gargi move from one department to the other to gather all facts. It seems misplaced from the theme and general mood of what the film was going through. What I also love about this movie is on how unassuming it is in the case of representation. Sudha as the transgender judge showcases on why she is perfectly apt to handle this case when questioned and disrespected by the public prosecutor. Never in the slightest do you feel that this film is trying to preach to you, trying to manipulate on how you should feel about someone. And I think that's the beauty of this movie, taking you along the development of events just like Gargi, having the belief that all is right, as who knows her father better than her daughter, than the person who always made her feel like home. The bond between the father and daughter is especially heightened in a beautiful scene as Gargi cannot see him in the sorry state behind the jail. cornering herself next to a wall, eavesdropping as Indran's line of questioning starts, the call to his baby instantly making her break down. These are the moments that really heighten the suspense of who can be the person responsible for such a heinous crime, and Gautam Ramachandran and Hariharan Raju, with their brilliant screenplay, consistently throw you off, only to ultimately surprise you with the most shocking climax I've seen in recent times. While of course there will be little to no takers for this film in the North Indian belt, and I was in a theatre with very few takers, I realized this humble film deserves the attention and necessary push with small creators like me also. Even if it is a drop in the ocean, it becomes so important to me that beyond the analytics and number games that is played on this platform, and I get accustomed to as well, that we genuinely talk about films that have such a profound impact with what they're trying to say, and Gargi is that in so many ways, easily making it to my top 5 films of 2022 so far, and I urge you to give it a chance because it is the least that it deserves. And that was the video, guys. Write down in the comments below what you thought about the movie. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram, the handle's right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.